of Shawn's next fight, I know I spoke to the Garcias.
Yeah.
They said that they're returning in July. From what you told me, you haven't heard anything. What's the status of all that right now?
Well, our status is that we want to take the fight. We want to fight for the WBC title. Keith Thurman is out with an injury, and repeatedly having injuries has put the WBC in a position where they're going to have to make a decision if they're going to let him hold on to this title, or if they're going to ask for, an interim fight. And that has been rumored, and that's supposed to be Danny and Shawn. For whatever the reason is, they can't come out and make a straight answer to that. Our answer is unequivocally, we want to fight Danny Garcia. That's it, that's all. So there's nothing else that we could say or do other than, we want to fight him. Let's make the fight, let's make it happen. But, those guys seem to be, thinking of every excuse or every reason, that they can come up with that they're not, they don't know who they want to fight next. So.
How do you break down that fight? How do you see style-wise it playing out?
We'll break him down, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the exact word, or combination of words, break and down. We'll break him down. I believe Shawn has the ability to break Danny down. And I don't believe that Danny could handle Shawn's boxing ability and power and pressure and constant, relentless pressure at that. So I believe they know that. And that's why when you guys ask those questions, they're always, him-hawing. They're always, beating around the bush and never come out and say, yes, let's take the fight, make the fight happen.
So when you hear that, to you, I guess what goes on through your mind?
Danny doesn't want to fight Shawn.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to fight him. Wants nothing to do with him at all.
No, I spoke to Angel and I asked him to break down the fight, and he said it's a good fight. He feels it's a really good fight style-wise. He feels Shawn's style will complement Danny. But he didn't mention a thing that kind of took me off guard. He said, you got to be careful with headbutts.
There's no headbutts. There's no headbutts. Why is there a headbutt? Because you say it's a headbutt? If you never mention the word, then it's not actually happening. Now, there's a clash of heads between two guys who were 5'7", and both fighters were coming forward, in Andre Berto and Shawn Porter. Both fighters coming forward, both fighters the same height. That's a clash of heads. There's no clash of heads with Adrian Broner. There's no clash of heads with Adrian Granados. There's no clash of heads with Keith Thurman because they fight a different style. And there's no clash of heads with Danny Garcia because Danny fights a different style. So that never became a problem. It's never an issue. But people tend to piggyback what other people say in boxing. So instead of them saying, okay, that was an incidental clash of heads, because both guys are moving forward and both guys have the same physical build and both guys are the same height. Someone says headbutt and then everyone just jumps on that, and that's what it is. He's never intentionally used his head. That's never been an issue. That's never been a problem. But again, like I said, depending on the fight style, and Andre Berto has a come-forward fight style. Depending on the fight style, you could have that, but you can have that in any weight class for that matter.
Lefty versus righty. It happens all the time.
Yeah.